Hi everyone. Ooh, rough looking this morning. How is everybody? Just kind of getting everything set up, and I figured, there's no better time than now to just come live. If I wait until things slow down today, I'll never get on. So I'm just gonna come to you guys live and do our Sassy Saturday. Folks, I wake up beautiful like this, okay? Some people are so lucky. I can just wake up stunning, okay? I also love when I wear olive because it makes my eyes look green. They're blue. Oh, yeah, they're blue. I guess I can fluctuate. I am sharing the live video here. While we're getting started, though, I'm going to go ahead and put on my Glorious Face face primer. Again, I use about a pea size. I don't know if you can see it, about a pea size. Nothing super crazy. I'm going to put it on really fast because I do want it to sit on for about 5 minutes and acclimate to my face. I want it to kind of fill in all those pores, all those fine lines and wrinkles. So I'm letting it sit on for 5 minutes. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to share the video and invite you all to watch. So we're going to do I took a poll yesterday to see if you guys were more interested in a fun, bold lip or if you were interested in a stunning eye. And so a stunning eye won. So today we're going to do kind of a bolder eye and fun, as if it was going to be like a night out on the town. You guys had plans to go out for a date night or, a concert, maybe like just a fun dinner date. Maybe you're going out with the friends. Something along those lines. I am not. I am not, but we're going to have fun anyway and do this. You guys, I've said it from before. I can't type and think at the same time. I'm not a multitasker, I guess, in that particular aspect of things. I'm just getting it shared here and gonna get everybody invited. I want to make sure everybody jumps on. I'd love to chat with you all today. I woke up this morning. Guys, this is ridiculous. Woke up this morning. I was still in bed about 9 o'clock, and my husband comes in. He's like, honey, I don't mean to wake you up, but our kitchen's flooded. I was like, yes, heck yeah, that's what I want to wake up to. No coffee, still kind of sound asleep. I think I was even having a decent dream in there, and the kitchen's flooded. So it is what it is. It could be way worse, right? Sorry, I'm just sharing it to a bunch of different groups because I want to invite some friends to kind of watch and hang out with you all for this Saturday morning. Plus, I'm getting my my face primer is acclimating right now. I've got it on, it's setting on, waiting for it to get acclimated and, fill in my fine lines, my pores, my wrinkles, all of those imperfections in my face. Just kind of inviting a few ladies here to come on and join us. Here we go. Let's do this one. Okay. So I've sent off some messages. Hopefully y'all can join us. Let me get this closed out so I can... Closing tabs. Oh. Now I'm watching myself live. That's scary. Okay. Anyways, let's go back now that everything's shared. So I went ahead and started this morning with my Touch Glorious Face Primer. I went ahead and put it on while I was getting things shared, set up. I like it to sit on for about 5 minutes so I can get acclimated to my skin, fill in my fine lines, my pores, my wrinkles, kind of give me a nice base for my foundation. Today, I took a poll last night actually on what you guys would like to see, whether you like a fun, funky, sassy eye, or if you like a bold lip. And so the sassy eyes won. So today we're going to do kind of a fun, if you were going to go out, if you were going to go out for like a date night or to a concert or just kind of a night on the town. This is probably going to be a look that you wouldn't necessarily wear, you know, every day to work or whatever, but you could very easily do it to get a little fancier at night. So if you're jumping on, say hey, drop the hashtag Sassy Saturday. That's going to be our Saturday hashtag when I come and join you. So again, I already started with my Glorious Touch Face Primer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to apply my Liquid Touch Mineral Foundation. It is a mineral, so it does separate, so you want to make sure you shake it up good. Right now, in the month of March, our monthly kudos is our Glorious Touch Face Primer, our Liquid Touch Foundation, a setting product of your choice, whether it's the Boho setting spray or the Boho powder, and then it is our concealer. Isn't it funny how I'm like staring at my products going, okay, what's the other one? And then our concealer. So you can get these 4 items deeply discounted this month for $99. So if you are interested in that, drop the word kudos in the comments and I will touch base with you. We can get you color matched. We can get it all ordered. I'm also throwing in the brand new foundation stick. You'll see me use this later as a contour. For a total of $138. So you can get all 5 of those products for $138. So again, if you're interested in any more information about it, just drop the word kudos and I will message you after this video and we will get you color matched. So again, started with my face primer, got that already setting on. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my kids mess with my stuff all the time. I'm also giving this bad boy, look at those fingerprints. Isn't that beautiful? I'm giving this bad boy away as well as a giveaway for the month of March. So anybody who places an order over $50 gets 1 entry. If you place an order over $100, you get 3 entries. If you buy the kudos, you get 2 entries. If you grab the presenter's kit, you get 5 entries. So, again, there's multiple ways to get your name in the hat. So if you're interested in any of those, just drop a comment and we'll get chatting with it afterwards. So again, we're going to go in with our Glorious Touch, or not our Glorious Touch, excuse me, our Mineral Touch Liquid Foundation. I've gotten it all shaken up. I squeezed out the dropper because it is a mineral and it does separate. So you want to make sure that you get it nice and mixed back up. So I'm just taking little drops on my finger and I'm just placing them on my face where...
Oh, I made myself popular again.
You did, awesome. I'm just putting little drops on my finger and putting them on my face. I have found that this is the application process that I prefer for my own skin tone and coverage, because our liquid foundation is actually a medium coverage. But I do personally prefer a full coverage, and so this for me works the best. So, okay, so I'm getting this put on. Hey ladies, again, if you're joining, just drop the comment hey and drop the hashtag Sassy Saturday. This is our Saturday meeting where I'm going to do kind of a fun eye look. Again, right now I'm just putting a little bit of the Liquid Touch Mineral Foundation on my face. There's multiple different ways you can definitely apply this. This is the application process that I prefer. I'm going to go in with my blending bud. And I'm actually you always want to make sure your blending bud is damp because otherwise it will absorb all the product off your face. And so you're going to go ahead, I just spray it with my Boho setting spray, tap it off, and then I just take it and I just start kind of massaging it and stippling it into my skin. This feels really good in the morning. Surprise. Hey girl. Hey Amanda, how are you? I love this process because in the morning, it's kind of like a nice little facial massage. Just tapping this foundation into my face. all over, just kind of in a stippling motion. I'm not sliding, I'm not scraping it, I'm just tapping it into my face. Because I have that Glorious Touch face primer already on and it has already filled in my fine lines and wrinkles, this is going to still give me a very nice coverage without being cakey, and it's not going to show my pores. It's going to acclimate it right into it's going to make it even across my face and cause it creating a flawless finish across my face. So this is the application process that I love. Going through all my makeup and organizing and also throwing away all the unnecessary. Yes, I did that shortly after I began accumulating so much of my unique stuff. I was finally really excited to like, yeah, okay, this is my Target stuff. It can go, like the stuff that I was using that I knew I really didn't love the way it was working on my skin anyway. So I got rid of a lot of it. Also, I don't mind. Some of it was brand new. And so I kind of gifted that away to, young girls, or like my daughter who lives in Colorado. She's kind of just starting to play around with makeup. And so I was like, hey, you can just have all this. Let me know what you run out of or need or anything like that. And I will slowly probably move her over to Unique, but for right now, it just kind of worked. So, yeah, as you guys could see from my post this morning, I woke up this morning. My husband comes in, he's like, honey, I know you're sleeping, but I just want to let you know that the kitchen is flooded. I'm like, ugh. So I just laid there in bed. I remember just laying there and being like, ugh. So I had to hurry up and get up and throw a pot of coffee on, drink it slowly while I was cleaning up literally tons of water. I was walking in standing water in my kitchen. I tried my old foundation and yeah, right, Amanda? Like, it's funny because even the foundation, I've always struggled with finding makeup that I really liked, but foundation lately has been, or prior to Unique, was horrible. I could never find one that was the right shade, the right coverage, or it was too cakey or too runny. I had one that I tried, I don't even remember the brand, to be totally honest. I tried it and it was like so liquidy on my skin, it like never dried. That's disgusting to me. That is like the worst feeling. So anyways, I just took a few drops and placed them all over my face, and I blended them in with my blending bud, and I spray my blending bud with my Boho setting spray. I do a stippling motion. I just push it into my face. I don't wipe, I don't swipe, I don't streak any of that stuff. I just stipple it around my face. Because I have my face primer on, it's already acclimated to my skin and it's filled in my pores and my wrinkles, and so my foundation goes on so airbrush and so flawlessly with that already in their base. So I personally like just a smidge bit of more coverage right in my cheek area. I have just some kind of just like a little bit of reddening right there sometimes, and I also have some freckles I like to cover, and so I just do that. And as a secondary coat, again, I'm just going to spray my blending bud with my Boho setting spray, and I just take it and I just literally dab it into my face. Hey Catherine, I see you jumping on. How are you? So I'm just dabbing it around, blending that in. Again, I love this because it is technically a medium coverage, but you can always build it to make it a full coverage in the areas that you need to without it being cakey. So I love that ability too. Like, I know that, some makeups, if you want a full coverage, it ends up being really cakey and it doesn't look very flawless in the end. And I hate that. I hate that feeling. So you definitely don't get that with our Liquid Touch foundation. Okay, so I've got my foundation on, completely flawless, completely blended. I absolutely love our liquid foundation, and this is the particular application process that I prefer for myself. So that is why I'm sharing that option with you. Sorry, I have to move my coffee out of the way because my makeup station is so small that I have to work with the little space I have. but I still gotta be able to reach my my items. So today I want to go in and I want to show you how I'm going to use our brand new Stick Touch foundation as a contour. Now I love this item as I know Amanda, she used it as a full face and loved it. I personally, when I grabbed it in about 3 or 4 shades darker than my normal foundation because I want to use it as a contour. I want to see what it's like. I personally love our item, our contouring stick. This is discontinued, but I am super excited to use this in its place. So today we're going to use this. Normally I'm the shade Velour in my liquid foundation, and I grabbed Satin in the stick for contour. So this is where your duck face is going to come in, ladies. We've perfected it over the years in selfie mode, correct? So now we're going to use it to do our contour. So we're going to go ahead and make our duck face, and then we're going to use our contour, or we're going to use our liquid foundation stick. So I'm just putting it right. I'm going to contour my nose a little bit too. So I'm using it, you're putting it right down into that jawline, the dividend right there below your cheekbone when you do your duck face. That's going to show you where you want to do your contouring the most. So I am going to go in with I like our powder concealer brush for this, but you can also use our new Kabuki brush. I do love the new Kabuki brush, and everybody else loved it too. That's why it is currently currently sold out. As soon as it comes in, I can definitely get you guys notified. If you're interested in the Kabuki brush, drop a comment below and just say brush, and we can I can get you on a waiting list for it. But this is the new brush. It is sold out. I do love it, but I'm not going to use it today because it is sold out. I want to show you some application options that you have available to you now. So this is our powder concealer brush. I love this brush. So I'm actually going to go in and I'm just going to do a twirling motion, working that right into my hairline and downward. Creating a nice contour. Now, I prefer a darker contour. You definitely don't have to go darker, like 3 shades darker. I went about 3 shades darker. You don't have to go 3 shades darker. You can always go a little bit lighter if you like a more natural contour. I personally like a darker contour, so it doesn't bother me. I'm using the other end to blend in my nose contour, making it a little bit skinnier right through there. And ladies, I have not been fast enough to get my concealer color. I prefer the Scarlet concealer color. And it keeps selling out before I can grab it. So I haven't gotten that shade yet, but I'm gonna go in with my contour stick that I told you that is discontinued, but it is very equivalent to the stick foundation. And so I'm actually gonna use that today simply because I haven't been able to get my hands on the stick foundation in the right shade. So you're always gonna wanna work into a downward triangle into your cheekbone because you want it to brighten your eyes. Ladies, I cannot talk and work at the same time. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use my concealer brush, and I just kind of like to buff it. Just buff it out. You don't really necessarily want it to be completely gone. You don't want it gone because you want it to work. You want it to brighten up your eyes, right? So you're just kind of working it in. I'm trying to more or less highlight my T-zone. Highlight my T-zone to bring my face more brighter here and contour the outer edges so that it kind of brings that definition into my face. So right now I got that in there, and then I'm going to take a little bit of my bronzer because I like that it is a little bit contrast. It's a little bit of matte with, and I just bring that around my forehead, down into my cheekbone, and then I actually bring it down into my lower chin to really contrast and blend in my chin into my neck and create a real definition right there. So again, that is the contouring. Now I'm going to go back and I'm actually going to set it with my pressed powder. This is in shade Velour as well. This is actually, I'm just actually going to kind of brush this where I used my concealer. Just kind of setting all of that liquid that I put on my face, my liquid and my cream, setting it into my skin. Okay, so we've got our concealer done. Or we got our base face done. So now I'm going to go in with and do my brows. I just go in with my clean spoolie and I just push my normal brows up into place, into the shape that I'm going to define with my Palette Obsession Brow Obsession palette. I love this palette. I'm using it in brunette because that is my natural hair color. And I'm going to, and I'm so excited because I did get my new brow artist brush in the mail yesterday. So I'm super excited because it's been a godsend when it comes to creating my brows. So I'm going to go in with my shade number 2. I just kind of dip my brush in it and then dab it a little bit into the gel. The gel helps keep the powder in place and helps it slide on a little bit nicer. So I'm actually going to start kind of right down here in the bottom of my brow line, and I'm just going to outline it. We're just coloring. We're just outlining that brow. Just like that. Doing the same with the upper, kind of following that natural arch and bringing it down to that corner and meeting in place. And then I just go in and I just kind of fill in that line, those lines. Just like that. Then I'm going to go in with that first shade, that lighter shade. Oh my gosh. Just took my fingernail right through it. So I'm just going to go in with that first shade and tap my other side of my brush, the flat square side, in that. I'm not going to put it in the gel because I want it to be the lighter shade of the two. I'm going to come right in here where the brow starts and just kind of start brushing that shape into that darker shade. Just blending it slowly into the darker part of that brow. Just blending, that's all we're doing. Hey ladies, again, if you're joining, just say hey, drop hashtag Sassy Saturday. We're just getting we're just getting our base face started, and then we're gonna work with kind of a fun eyeshadow look today for like if you're going out, maybe to a concert or an event, something fun. Okay, so that's one brow, and then we're gonna go back and do the same thing with the other one, just creating our definition line. I had a friend tell me the other day, remember, your brows are not twins, they're sisters. That is no kidding, ladies. How many of you have a good brow and a bad brow? Because I definitely have a bad brow, and I definitely have a good brow, and I always know that when my bad brow is cooperating, stuff is hitting the fan, folks. Because I'm like, that never happens. My bad brow never cooperates. So, we're just filling in our brow lines that we just created. And you'll see I'm not going all the way over to the front with my dark shade because I'm actually just, that's the lighter, more natural, sparse area. So you're kind of just going to go in with your lighter shade and you're going to blend it into that darker area. Nothing super, just light Light strokes, just blending it in, nothing fancy. Like so. Okay. So now our brows. Hey! Yeah, Sarah. Well, you know, I have to tell you, I have done nothing but scream, "Get out of my way," all morning. I've been carrying sopping wet towels, and it was like every time I turned around there was a line. It was like Marshall and Panic and then Chase and then Chloe, and I was like, you guys, just go sit down. Just go sit down. So I've got my brow shapes on, and I love the fact that I can go in, because there's multiple shades in this palette. You've got your lighter shade that I use on the outside, the darker shade with the gel that I use to do all the lining and defining here. I'm actually going to go back with this lighter shade, and I'm actually going to use my cream shadow brush. I kind of define the brush a little bit. I actually go in and I just tap it into this lighter liquidy cream down here, and then I will actually go back in and I will use it to actually just totally clean up that brow line and just make it nice and taut and clean. I love that ability to do that with the same palette. I just go in, I clean it up. I'm just making it nice and clean. And nice and sharp. So again, just kind of going in with my cream palette or my cream brush with the cream shade in there. And then I just go back and I just clean it up to perfect my brows even smoother than they were before. You can also go back in with another brush and just kind of clean them up even more if you need to. Voila! So there's my brows, and again, that was the Brow Obsession palette. I love this thing. And this little tool right here, the Brow Artist Brush, is a must. It's an absolute must. I'm so happy that I got mine ordered and it finally came in the mail. So, and then I like to go back in with my dry spoolie, and I like to kind of just push those natural brows back kind of up and in place. It kind of helps create that the brow is a little bit more natural looking when you get those natural brows up and back into place. So again, those are my brows. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to work on to a fun eye, and we're going to start with our eye primer. I absolutely love this item. It makes your eyeshadow, it makes it stay on all day. It makes it so it doesn't crease. It makes it so that your colors are nice and vibrant all day. I use absolutely the smallest little pin head, and I just kind of dab it onto my eye, across my entire lid. Again, you're going to let it sit on. You want it to dry and acclimate into your eyeline or into your eyelid. But you don't need very much. I know a lot of ladies have also used this on their lips prior to application of lipstick because it helps their lipstick stay on place as well. So again, I'm gonna grab a washcloth back here. Okay. Hey, so if you guys are just joining us, drop a hashtag Sassy Saturday. This is gonna be my Saturday special that I'll be coming to you all and giving you a little snippet of a fun Saturday going out look. I'm actually going to go into, I just decided I'm going to use our Moodstruck blusher, and I'm actually going to bring some of that natural pink back into my cheeks. Again, starting at the hairline and kind of just twirling it down into that same contour that we were using before. They're highly pigmented, so you don't need a lot. But I'm just bringing that pink back into my cheeks a little bit. That natural pink. We'll even do a little of our a la mode luminizer. Same deal, very light-handed, just bringing it on top of the blusher. I found a new way to get kids to pick up after this and I'll hold the newest puppy ransom until they get it done. Correct. Accurate. I am not above bribing. I'm not above threatening. The one thing that works the best in our house is just simply throwing things away. Mama, don't play no more. If I have to pick up your toys off the floor because you are just too lazy to care, then you don't care about your toys, so they're going in the trash can. So that's how it works. And thank you very much. I love that I have kind of figured out a process with my brows that I really enjoy. It brings a whole different level of confidence when your brows are on point, correct? Am I right? Okay, so now we've got all of our base stuff done. Now we're going to work with a kind of a fun eye look. The one that I posted yesterday was a black and a pink with, yes, Amanda, I'm so happy that I went ahead and got it. I was very, on our Brow Obsession palette, I was very nervous to grab it. It was like overly daunting at first. And I kind of was like, oh gosh, I just could never master that. I'm not even going to bother with it. But, I was struggling with finding, in the beginning I was using an eyeshadow to kind of do it, but then I was struggling with trying to find an eyeshadow color that looked right or looked natural. It wasn't working. It is a little intimidating, you're right. And then I was also using our brow pencil, but I didn't really love that one either for everyday use because it was like, it works really good for lining and doing some of the brush strokes, but I was going through it too fast because I was using it all the time to draw on my entire brow, and I was just going through those pencils too quickly. So I'm really glad that I did bust down and break down and get the palette because it lasts forever and it's amazing. So the eyeshadow picture that I posted for the the picture that I posted the other day for the poll had kind of a dark black in the corner and then shaded into a vibrant pink and then down into a white, and that one was really stinking pretty to me. And so I'm actually going to try and recreate that on my own. That was actually just a picture that I found on Pinterest. I don't know what products they use or anything like that, but I know that I have those colors on hand, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to figure it out. So we are going to kind of do a mixture of, two different palettes. And I think I'm actually going to go with, I think I'm going to bust out the Addiction palettes today because I think that they have the most common shades that I want to use. But I'm actually going to start over here with, do you think this one's marked? No. It's not. I pulled it out of our Beloved palette, but I'm going to use this one, I think, as the base because I like to kind of get us, I like to get a base on my, actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use this bugger. I'm going to use Discreet to do my entire eyelid as a prep. So we're doing Discreet all over. And I'm actually just going to use our Fluffy Crease brush and just dab it in there. And then I'm just going to kind of brush it lightly over my entire eyelid up to my brow. I personally like to kind of have a base color on my entire lid before I start kind of doing my detailing and what have you. That is just a personal preference to me. It gives me a neutral color to start out with, to start doing kind of the prep, and as well as a little bit of blending already as I'm applying stuff. So again, we're using the color Discreet to just kind of prep that entire brow. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side. And then we're going to go into, because I don't have a real dark color in my pressed shadows, I'm actually going to bump into my Addiction palette 2. As you can see, this is my absolute favorite palette. I will tell you that right now. As you can see, I use it daily. We're not going to mess around. We're going to go down here to this Preppy, and that's what we're going to use for our outer area and into our crease. So I'm actually going to grab, I like kind of these smaller brushes, and I'm just going to dab it in here. You don't need a lot because they are highly pigmented, but I'm just going to twirl it right into that crease area, just like that. We're just twirling it back and forth into that crease area, starting in the corner and just blending it up into that crease until we get the pigment that we are desired for this particular look. I usually go up a little bit farther with my darker shade, but since this is a full-fledged black and I don't want to look too raccoony, I'm actually not going to go up too far on there, but I will go back in with a little bit lighter shade and bring it up a little farther when I come in to blend. So again, we're just kind of starting in this corner. We're just twirling it around in a twirling motion right through that crease area, just like that. Just blending up that, or just creating that darker shade, building up that darker shade in the corner for a fun smoky eye. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing over on this side. Again, I just start in the corner and I go right up into my crease. Just building it up. I know everybody's probably like, oh my gosh, this is like the scariest color. It's not, I promise. One thing that I love about makeup is it's all fixable, you know? Like I mean, it's not funny, I shouldn't joke, but I always joke that I have mild OCD because everything has to be so perfect all the time. I don't like to make mistakes. I don't like to mess up. I don't like to have anything messy, nothing like that. But it's always really kind of fun to do makeup because it's like the one place in my life where I'm just like, hey, let's just roll with it. Let's just see what happens, you know? Let's just go with it and see what we can find out and create and have fun with. So that is one thing to kind of keep in mind with when you're doing your makeup is it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be exciting. There's no right or wrong way to apply. There's no right shade. You don't have to have like, you know, certain eye colors can only wear certain shades. Nope. You're comfortable in it, that's your shade. So we're just building up this dark color right into the corner and into that crease line. And you guys are like, oh my gosh, that's really vibrant. It'll be good, I promise. Looks good just like that. Thanks, Shaylee. See, I'm already like seeing that it needs to be cleaned up though. So like, we're not done. Okay, so again, that was Preppy in my Addiction palette too. So now we're gonna go in. The picture that I posted yesterday that we did the yikes, cannot think, that we did the pull on was a black faded to a pink to a white. So we're gonna go with it because I thought it was kind of pretty. Again, it was just a picture that I had found on Pinterest. It wasn't one that I actually even knew what products they use. Couldn't even tell you if it was unique, but we're gonna do it with unique. So next I'm actually gonna use the shade, and I know this one's not gonna be labeled either because it also came in the Beloved palette, which is still available right now, but I'm gonna use this kind of this purpley pink color. And I'm going to, and you know, I would know the name of it, except I took them out of my palettes, the individual palettes, the quad palettes, and put them into my fillable 24, 25, because I like to have all my shades right here. So we're going to tap into this pressed shadow palette in this purpley, and we're going to kind of start right over there in that dark, and we're just going to blend it across our eyelid. And actually, you know what? I want to even go a little bit more vibrant than that. So we're actually going to switch plans. We're going to go into our Addiction Palette 5. And we're going to bust into Victorious. Okay? So we're doing our Addiction Palette 5 Victorious. Now, this is another palette that people probably see and are like, yikes! They're stunning. Okay, these colors are stunning. So again, we're doing Victorious, and we're just going to start over there in that black, and we're just going to run it across our lid in that main lid area. And again, this is Sassy Saturday, hashtag Sassy Saturday in the comments if you're watching. This is supposed to be a fun look. This isn't something that you're going to necessarily wear every day. I love that it accidentally kind of ran down here. We're going to continue to create that look right there. This is not supposed to be a look that you would probably wear on a daily basis. It's going to be one that you're going to wear when you're going out on Saturday night. You're going to go out to a concert, something like that. That's what our Sassy Saturdays are going to be kind of like. So again, we're just using this Victorious shade from our palette 5, Addiction Palette 5, and we're just blending it from that dark across our eyelid creating a nice, vibrant pink shade right there in the middle of our eyelid. We're blending it into that dark. I also brought it down into this area to kind of create that look down here as well. I will tell you, ladies, I have absolutely nothing on my agenda today, as you can tell from the hair. I just got done cleaning up a flooded kitchen. So, I've done my cardio for the day. I'm good to go. Yeah, I feel like I could probably eat crap food for the rest of the day because I did so much exercising cleaning up the kitchen. So, again, we started with Addiction Palette 2, the dark black preppy in the corner into the crease. Now we're into Addiction Palette 5, and we are using the Victorious over here in the corner. And actually, while we're at it, I absolutely love this brilliant shade right here. It comes out very prominent and stunning. So we're actually going to stick with this palette, Addiction Palette 5, to create the rest of the eye look. So we're going in with Brilliant. And we're going to kind of just start with this inner corner, and we're going to just blend it right in to that, into the crease where we put the black, but then also across the eyelid, just very little. We don't want to go in totally into the purple because we want that purple shade to still be there, but we're just starting kind of in this inner corner, blending it into the crease and across into that purple. Hey, Quentin. You want to get some eyeshadow ideas? Okay, so we're just blending it into that crease and into that purple across the eyelid. So yes, ladies, this is highly vibrant. This is, you guys are probably like, I would never in a million years wear that color. Now, this is not going to be something that you would wear on a daily basis. This isn't supposed to be something that you'd probably wear to work. This would be just more like going out with the girls, going out with your husband, going out with your spouse, significant other. If you're going to a concert, someplace fun. So that's what Sassy Saturday is about. It's just about creating a fun look. So again, we did our black, we did our pink, we went in with our lighter shade. And now I'm going to go back in with our blending brush. I love this brush. If you guys do not have this brush, you need it. It is just literally amazing. It's very lightweight. And I'm actually going to go in with that exact same color that we started with, the Discreet. When we put this all over our palette, we're going to do that one. I'm just going to tap it in with this brush, and I'm just going to use it to kind of create an item to go ahead and just blend these items together. So see, it's not going to have that harsh of a line when we're done. Just blending it in. We're just creating kind of a fun look for today. We're not doing anything that's going to be super crazy. This isn't something you'd probably wear on a daily basis. So I'm just cleaning it up with my brush. Okay. So now our eyes are done. I kind of like it. It's super pretty. I kind of wish I had some place to go today. I don't. But now we did that. And I'm actually, because I want to kind of stay with a vibrant look, I'm going to go in with two different liners. Anybody who follows me knows that I'm absolutely obsessed with my Pompous lip liner for an eyeliner. So we're actually going to do that one today. And we're also going to highlight a little bit with our black as well. So let me just get these sharpened, get a nice point on both my black and my Pompous. I'm going to start with putting the Pompous across my eyelid. You know, kind of where you have that pink and you have that lighter shade is where I'm going to put the Pompous so that it really pops that pink purple shade that we have on our eyelid. All right. Just kind of going in with that Pompous color. It really makes our purple shade on our eyeshadow pop. That's another thing I absolutely love about makeup is who would have thought to use a lip liner for an eyeliner, right? And it was funny because one day it was like, oh, I'm just going to try this and see what it looks like. And I freaking loved it. And so now I use Pompous as my eyeliner a lot. So if any of you follow me on a regular basis, you know that I do use my burgundy lip liner for an eyeliner a lot. I'm actually going to go ahead and put it down here as well because I did kind of bring that pink shade down and I do want it to pop a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of bring this down a little bit as well. Down into this area. Voila. Now I'm going to go back with my black and I'm actually going to just kind of define this corner a little bit where I had the black shadow. Just kind of bringing it out a little bit, making it a little bit dramatic. Just kind of blending it into that pink that we just put on there. Nothing, I'm not going all the way across with the black. I'm just kind of blending it into that corner, bringing that eyeliner out a little bit and blending it into the pink that we put into the middle. Just doing the corner a little bit. All right. So there's our liner. Definitely makes those shades pop, very much so. Now I'm gonna go in and we're gonna mink a little bit today. And I'm actually gonna mink, no, that's fine, we'll do brown. Okay, so we're gonna start with, I'm actually gonna start with brown because I like to put my brown mascara on the bottom because it's just a smidge lighter than my black. Sorry, I've got to look over here at my, I like just touching the bottom lashes just a little bit with a brown because it's a little bit lighter than the black. And it creates those bottom lashes to be prominent without being like super dark. So I just go through and I just kind of barely touch my bottom lashes with my brown Epic. Now we're going to go through and we're going to mink the top lashes. So we are taking our black Epic mascara, and we are going to go root to tip on those upper lashes, root to tip. I always use this first coat as kind of like a primer. It kind of helps get those lashes just in the separated and lengthening them a little bit and getting them kind of defined. Chase, what are you doing?
Nothing.
There's a little elf beside me eating popcorn. So we're just going root to tip, lengthening. I try to take my time and bring it all the way out slowly because it helps create length and it also helps create definition and it kind of separates them a little bit. So again, we're using our black Epic and we're just doing a first coat, just doing like root to tip. Everybody should just screenshot when people put on mascara because that would be like the most humiliating faces in the world, right? So we're just putting root to tip to the length, going slowly and just kind of creating definition in those eyelashes. So that was the black. So now we're going to go back in with our brown and we're going to start the minking process. So what this means is that on the brown, we're just going to go midway of the lash to the tip and just really define the length of the lashes with our brown Epic mascara. Just going midway to the tip. Sorry, I have to kind of bring this mirror around so I can see a little better what I'm doing. Yay, I just totally drew on my eyeshadow. I love it. I'll show you how to get that figured out too. Chasten, what are you doing?
I'm just eating popcorn.
Have kids, they said. I'm just teasing. So we're just putting the brown The bad part is my mirror sits so low, so then I just end up putting more mascara on my eyeshadow than I do anything else. So, okay, that was the brown. We did that halfway to the tip. Now I'm going to go back in with my black, Epic, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Go root to tip, really slow, bringing them out. Again, if you're just joining, do hashtag Sassy Saturday. Again, we're doing kind of a fun look if you were going to go out to a concert or go out with your spouse or significant other, you know, out with the girls, something fun. Root to tip on these for minking, and they make them really vibrant. So now I'm going to go in, because I did get a little bit on my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with my Q-tip, wetten it a little bit, and I just kind of dab it out. It's a great way to get the mascara off your eyelid without actually messing up your eyeshadow. And you can clean up your base area too, down here. Okay, so now our eyes are done. It's a very fun look. I really like it. I wish I kind of had someplace to go tonight. I do not. I'm gonna walk around the house cleaning, looking like this. Ha! Okay, because I did such a fun, funky eye, I'm actually going to go in with a more subtle lip. I don't want it to be too overwhelming. I actually think I'm going to use the color Subtle in my Splash lipstick and do just a basic lip. I start kind of in the middle of my lip and work my way out. Chasten, stop. Going in to find that upper lip. You can always go in with a lip liner first, but since I'm kind of just wanting it to be a neutral lip, I'm not going to do too much lining. Do that to get it so it doesn't get on your teeth, ladies. Now, mind you, if my hair was done and ready to go for the day, it would look so much better, right? But this is our fun Sassy Saturday makeup for going out and hanging out with the girls, going to a concert, something fun. So again, if you're watching it, do hashtag Sassy Saturday. If you're catching it on the replay, do hashtag replay. If you want to be color matched for the kudos, again, in the kudos this month, we have some of our most amazing products are going to be deeply, deeply discounted for $99. You get a setting spray or a setting powder of your choice. You get our Liquid Touch Mineral Foundation. You get our face primer, and you get our concealer for $99. And right now, if you add on our brand new liquid foundation stick, you can get it for all of that bundle for $138. And I'm using the liquid foundation stick for contour. I'm also going to be grabbing it for a concealer. So it's great. It doesn't have to be just for foundation. So thanks for joining me, everybody. And I will see you on Wednesday for Wake Up and Makeup on Wednesday morning. Bye, ladies. Bye.